What's good in the Hi YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here bringing another video. Today I'm bringing a video on Power Morphicon 2018. For those who don't know, Power Morphicon is happening August 17th through the 19th. There also is an additional event happening August 16th as of now that we've heard will be happening. We don't know all the details about it, we just know that it's occurring. Last year they had it where they actually went to where the command center was in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then Zeo, they had the whole power chamber situation. So yes, they had that happen. They also went on a tour of several different sites where they filmed Power Rangers when they were filming in LA. So that's very cool. But this year, maybe they change it up, maybe they do something brand new, or maybe they do something similar. We'll have to wait and see. We don't know all the details as of yet. But I want to discuss other things regarding if you are still interested in buying tickets to Power Morphicon, you can do that. They are available till July 23rd. They actually extended the deadline because of enough interest and because of the extra items being something that people were desiring a lot. The extra items being the exclusive items like the Lord Draken figure, the throne, and also the Funko Pop that was announced that were all exclusive to Power Morphicon. So moving on to our main topic today, we're talking about guest announcements. Our guests are up to about 112, which is pretty crazy. A good number of guests for sure. We're into July, which is great, and it's looking like things are going pretty well this time around. We're filling in some areas that we were having none in, or certain areas where we needed some more in. Actually, is that right? Is it 112? That sounds wrong. Maybe it's higher. Let's see here. 10. Yeah, it's 112. That's right. I don't know why. I was thinking it was wrong. Anyway, today I want to get started with, first of all, going over our tally list. The tally list, for those who don't remember, is a list that I make which basically gives you an idea of how many actors or how many people that are involved in different areas of the show or the or per season. It really depends, and sometimes there are people that are active in other things that aren't related to Power Rangers, like people from other Japanese shows or things that are related in some way. So I want to start off with going through it. The first section, for those who don't remember, is called the Power Rangers creation involvement, which is basically a section dedicated to like the people that are involved in or have been involved in creating the series, whether it be writers, directors, all those kinds of people that are currently already confirmed. We have 3 people confirmed for them. For MMPR, we have 20 people confirmed. That includes actors, voice actors, and Rangers. Keep this in mind, though, that some people are used more than one. So take Jason David Frank, the actor that played Tommy the Green Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and also the White Ranger. He's also played the Zeo Red Ranger, the Turbo Red Ranger, and also the Dino Thunder Red Ranger. So I'm representing them each time, and if people were doing things in multiple seasons, I'm using them again and again. So that's why the numbers may seem inflated compared to what they actually are. So just keep that in mind if you're wondering why the numbers seem the way they are. So 20 for MMPR. Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, we have 2. For Zeo, we have 6. For Turbo, we have 11. For In Space, we have 8. For Lost Galaxy, we have 4. For Lightspeed, we have 6. Time Force, we have 11. Wild Force, we have 7. Ninja Storm, we have 4. Dino Thunder, we have 4. SPD, we have 5. Mystic Force, we have 1. Operation Overdrive, we have 2. Jungle Fury, we have 1. RPM, we have 4. Samurai / Super Samurai, 0. Megaforce / Super Megaforce, 6. Dino Charge / Dino Supercharge, 4. Ninja Steel / Super Ninja Steel, 7. Hyperforce, 2. Super Sentai, 3. Fan Film, 1. VR Troopers, 1. Big Bad Beetleborgs, 1. Toy Designers, 1. MMPR and Go-Go Power Rangers Comic Writers, 2. Monsters Designed for Godzilla and Ultraman, 1. So yes, we have a bunch of ones, but we also have a bunch that have a lot. MMPR obviously having the most, but it's still very cool. And again, some people are represented more than once, so that is why the numbers seem the way they are. So today I'm going to start off with going over the guests that were announced a couple weeks ago that I didn't get to do a video on officially, but they wanted to make their own announcement. So that means that rather than doing a big announcement by the convention itself, the individual actors decided to announce themselves. For some reason on here, no, actually never mind. So not long ago they announced that Adeline Kane is going to be at Power Morphicon. For those who do not know who Adeline is, she played Tenya 7 and Tenya 15. So very cool to know that she is showing up. Very popular actor. She was from Power Rangers RPM, so that's the season that she represents. And many people were very excited to see that she's showing up. In fact, it's just really cool to see a villain from a season like that getting represented. Next, we got someone that originally was thought to not be showing up at all to Power Morphicon, but then it turned out that he's going to be showing up to the special August 16th event that's happening, and that is Austin St. John. Austin St. John played the Red Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then he reprised his role as Jason in Power Rangers Zero, where he played the Gold Ranger. So very cool to know that he is appearing. Only Thursday though, so keep that in mind. That's the only day we'll be able to see him, but it's good to know that he's at least showing up at all. Very, very cool. And the next now we're moving down. Actually, wait, hold on. I want to first make sure I do the one that announced himself as well. Paul Schreier. Paul Schreier, for those who do not know, he is such a well-known actor for the series. He played Bulk Meyer or Bulk in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers all the way through Lost Galaxy. Then he came back in Power Rangers Wild Force Forever Red episode, and then he returned again in Power Rangers Samurai and Super Samurai, where he played a older version of himself as Bulk, and that was cool. And then since then he's actually been a part of the Power Rangers Hyper RPG Power Rangers Hyperforce show that's on Twitch, which was a really great show to watch, and it's cool to see it shown in the actual image for him, that they actually represent that. So very nice to know. I'm glad that he is showing up, and he made his own confirmation of him showing up. Then we go to our actors that were just announced today. So our first actor is someone that I'm very happy to see. He's probably my personal favorite Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Ranger out of all of them. And, obviously everyone has their own favorite, and that is Johnny Young Bosch. Johnny Young Bosch, super well-known actor. He's done several voice actors in many anime, and he does music. He actually performed at Power Morphicon last Power Morphicon, where he had his band there, and they had a live concert, and they signed CDs, and it was very cool. So he was the Black Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers during the second half of season 2. He was in the movie for Mighty Morphin. He was in Power Rangers Zeo as the Green Ranger. He was in Power Rangers Turbo as the Green Ranger, and he was also in Power Rangers in Space, where he reprised his role as the Black Ranger for a one-time appearance. Then he showed up again in Power Rangers Operation Overdrive, where he made his one-time appearance as the Black Ranger for Mighty Morphin. So he's been in a lot of seasons of Power Rangers. He's been in a lot of shows. Pretty cool actor, very exciting, and he still does a lot of stuff to this day. So very nice to know that he's showing up. Adam the Black Ranger, awesome. Next, we have someone that does a lot of stunt work. They don't really showcase it in the image for him as much as they probably should, but he's done a lot of stunt work for seasons like Mighty Morphin, through a number of well-known seasons. His name is Danny Wayne. From what I've seen online, because they don't actually have an official little bio for him, unless I'm mistaken, this is him. And he was involved in the Power Rangers Turbo movie. He was involved in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and he's been involved in a number of other seasons as well. So that's very cool to know. Then we move on to our next person, and this is someone that's pretty awesome. I'm very excited to know that he's showing up, and someone that I'm definitely going to want to meet and hear some of his voices, because oh my god, he played some of the coolest voices ever. So this actor is Lex Lang. Lex Lang voiced Louis Kaboom from Power Rangers Zeo, which is an awesome villain. He played Rygog from Turbo and Larigo from Turbo. He again, these are voice roles, but still very cool. He was the voice of Ecliptor from Power Rangers in Space, which is amazing. He was the voice of Zenaku from Power Rangers Wild Force. Yeah, that's a pretty exciting group of voices that he's done. And those are all like major voice acting roles. I mean, oh my god, like that's exciting to hear him showing up. I would love to hear him do impressions of those voices. I mean, oh, it's crazy. Next, we have someone that I'm very happy and a little bit surprised to see that he is showing up again. Such a nice guy. I met him at the 2014 Power Morphicon, and that is Richard Bren Cantisana. Yeah. Richard played Xander, the Green Ranger in Power Rangers Mystic Force, and then eventually reprised his role as Xander, the Green Ranger, in Power Rangers Operation Overdrive in Once a Ranger. And very cool to see that he is showing up again. Nice actor, someone that's definitely worth meeting, and he is finally represented. We finally have someone that's representing Power Rangers Mystic Force. So yes, so we actually have someone representing almost every single season. The only season that we're missing is Samurai/Super Samurai. If we get someone from Power Rangers Samurai/Super Samurai, could be any of them pretty much, then we have someone representing every single season, which is not that hard to get one more person, and hopefully they have someone already planned. We'll have to wait and see, of course, though. Next, we come to our Sentai actors, and this has been something I've been wanting to hear about for a while, because in past years they've had it where they've announced the Sentai actors at the very beginning. Well, last time it was. I guess the first time it wasn't. The first time they actually announced them at the very end, like they did this time. And they're not getting the same actors like they did in the past, because in the past they've been getting actors from Zyuranger, which is the season that in America was known as Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like the first season of it. But they're actually getting actors from other seasons. Our first actor that was announced is Hisashi Sakai, and he's a really cool actor. He was the actor that played Ko, which the character was Kiba Ranger, which in America was the White Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And originally, Ko was this little kid that was very similar to how Blake Foster, who played Justin, was a kid that suddenly was able to grow up and become like a real bigger ranger that kind of fit the group's dynamic and size and everything. So very similar to that, but he was like an earlier version of that whole idea. He also portrayed the young Burai in Kuro Sentai Zyuranger, which, if you're wondering who Burai is, Burai was the character that was the Green Ranger in Japan for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So he was the Japanese version of him, but as a young kid. So that's very cool to see, and this will be his first Power Morphicon ever. So that's very, very cool, and his first U.S. convention appearance. So that's amazing. I love the fact that they're getting someone from Zyuranger, because that's where he's from, and this actor is someone that's pretty awesome, and people generally like him a lot. And he doesn't do a lot of conventions from my knowledge. Next, we got someone who's representing Power Rangers Alien Ranger. The Power Rangers Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers. And but in Japan, this person is actually representing other seasons as well. And I'll get into that. This person's name is Teruyuki Ogawa, and what he's best known for is playing the lead role of Sasuke, Ninja Red in Ninja Sentai Kaku Ranger. So yes, we have someone from Kaku Ranger showing up, as well as Hyuga in Ginga Man. So it's very, very cool to know that we're getting both. We're getting him who represents both. And Hyuga is a very important character, of course. Ogawa, it says here, later reprised his role of Hyuga in Gokaiger, which Gokaiger is the season that in America was known as Power Rangers Super Mega Force, and then guest starred as Sasuke in Ninja. Ninja is the season that in America is known as Power Rangers Ninja Steel. So that's very cool. He also performed motion capture for the character of Leon S. Kennedy in Resident Evil 4, which is very exciting, among other video game roles. Following the 2011 earthquake, Ogawa created the Twitter account. It talks about a Twitter account that he has, like the Tokusatsu Hero, where many Tokusatsu Hero actors and actresses post messages and support to the children of Japan. So yes, very cool actor, very exciting to hear all this. Next, we move on to a very cool stunt actor who's still doing stunt stuff to this day, and that is Yasuhiro Takeuchi. Very well known. If I'm pronouncing his name wrong, just understand I don't speak Japanese that well at all, so just understand that now. I mean, I can kind of pronounce some stuff, but I'm not perfect. He is a 30-year veteran stunt actor with a Japan Action Enterprise. He has portrayed featured characters in more than 25 Super Sentai series, as well as various roles in Kamen Rider and Metal Heroes franchises. Kamen Riders is another series I talk about on my channel, for those who do not know, and Metal Heroes is another thing entirely. His characters include Lupin Blue from Lupin Ranger vs. Power Ranger, which is the current Super Sentai in Japan. Okami Blue, which was from Q Ranger, which was the season that happened the last year for Japan, which we haven't gotten yet. He's also played Ju Lion, which is from Zyuohger, and Ju Lion is the season that came before that, which would be the next season, which is cool. Then we have Key Ninja from Ninja, which Ninja again is Ninja Steel basically, and Key Ninja was the Yellow Ranger from the Japanese season, so that's very cool. He was the stunt actor. He also did the stunt work for Tokyo 4 from Tokyuger. Tokyuger is a train-based season that happened. That was a season that occurred in Japan between the seasons that in America were known as it's going to be Power Rangers Beast Morphers, the next season of Power Rangers, and between Ninja Steel, but they're doing things in a weird order. Then we had he also was the stunt actor for Kuro Black, which Kuro Black is the black. Basically, that season was in America Dino Charge, so he was the equivalent to the Black Ranger stunt actor. Then we have Gokai Green, Gokaiger again, so Gokaiger, Super Mega Force, basically the Green Ranger, and then Gosei Red, Goseiger, which in America was Power Rangers Mega Force. So yeah, he's done a bunch of seasons. His action work as Blue Buster and Go Busters will be featured when the series comes to the US as the next installment of Power Rangers franchise. So they're mentioning that whole point, which is important. So we'll be seeing his stunt work as the Blue Buster, which in other words is the Blue Ranger from Power Rangers Beast Morphers, the next season of Power Rangers. You'll be seeing his stunt work there. For Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fans, Takeuchi was there when it all began, co-starring as both Dragon Ranger, Green Ranger, and Gryffindor Goldar in episodes of Jew Ranger. So in other words, he was the stunt actor for the Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin, and he was the stunt actor for Goldar. So very, very cool to know all that. He has a very, very long bio. That's why I wanted to go through it all. But yeah, those are the guests that we got announced today, as well as some that were announced a couple weeks ago that I wanted to go over, and I wanted to make sure that I got those covered. And we're at 112 guests. We have every season represented except for Samurai / Super Samurai. Just get one actor, and then we'll have someone from every season. So cool to know we have all these actors confirmed now. Very, very happy to know that, and I can't wait to see where things will go from here. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. So until then, guys, I'm Crazy Samurai 71, and goodbye, guys.